Recording start ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ನು. Okay. Okay, 1 second. Good morning, everyone. So, whether my voice is clear and the screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಯಶೋಧ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಚೇತನ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತೀರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತೀರಿ. Okay. In the last class, we have started the module 2. Okay, it's about building service, that is electrical services. Okay, that electrical services. In the previous class, we have discussed the basic concept like current, electricity, what is charge, and what is resistance, what is Kirchhoff law. These are small basic elements we have seen. And we have discussed the important thing which are important from the exam point of view. They will ask the question like this. Discuss briefly about appliances or apparatuses, okay, like which are using in the electrical services. Okay, in that first one, we have studied about wires and cables. Wires and cables, we have seen so many types. VIR, vulcanized tough rubber. Third category, polyvinyl chloride. Okay, wire, lead alloy, weatherproof. These are the typical wires important from your exam point of view. And wires and cables, we have seen the difference. In the cables and all, these are industrialization usage purpose. Okay, na? Cables are sort of strong. Okay, more cores or more conductors, more insulation is provided. So we have covered these things in the previous class. Okay, na? So wires, cables, and one more very important thing. So Ramakrishna sir, in the previous class we have covered this one, no? This conductor and structure of the core, structure of the cable.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, na? Okay. So these things we have covered in the previous class, and this one is also covered earthing. What do you mean by earthing? Why it is necessary? What are the good properties of earthing material? Okay, methods of earthing. There are two things: plate earthing, pipe earthing. We have completed this one, and we have seen the classification for earthing classification in the previous class, which is there in the NBC code book. So this TN system, TT system, TNCS system. So these things have been completed in the previous class. Yes, sir, or no, sir? Ramakrishna, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, na? Okay. Shahbaz. Shahbaz, kidhar hai? Just now he has asked. Shahbaz is joined. Where is his mark?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, okay. Okay, so these things we have completed. Earthing, wires and cables, these things we have completed. Now, next thing, which is important from the exam point of view, is that distribution circuit or basic wiring system. One thing, this question will definitely come: wires, cables, and wiring systems. Very simple. Okay, na? So in this one, what do you mean by distribution circuit? This is a separate wiring system for particular purpose in that building or in that industry. Okay, na? So generally, try to understand. Generally, circuits andre ಎಷ್ಟು type ಕೊಡಬಹುದು, कितने जैसे circuits दे सकते हैं घर में? एक तो लाइटिंग के लिए separate circuits, okay ना? Second is for power type of a work, there is a separate circuits. So depending upon the usage, separate wires have been drawn from the main distribution board. This is called as a circuit. Is this point clear? Is this point clear? What do you mean by circuit? It's a closed loop of wiring. It's a closed loop of wiring. Simple. Simple, in simple words, try to understand. Lighting purpose, you require one circuit. Okay. Screen is more clear, or shall I make it more enlarge one?
Illa sir, correct sir.
Correct. Okay, no problem. So in that distribution circuit, we have one is load, lighting load circuits, another is power load. Lighting are the normal bulb, fan, lamps, all those things. Power means what? Heating, what is that, coil kind of a thing. Those require which require more power. That is for them we need to have separate circuit. This in this one, normal watt. Watt is nothing but unit of power consumption. Unit of power consumption. Okay, na? So different types of bulbs, fans, all those things they have given the wattage. Okay, na? Now important thing is wiring system. Means what? Try in simple way I am explaining. What is that wiring system? In a given house, like this, if you see this one, in a given house, how the wires have been marked on the wall or on any place, and what is the protective cover? What is the protective cover? How they have been laid or how they have been installed. These are called as wiring system. Wiring system includes wires as well as its cover. Two things will be there. Wires or cables which are inside, and outside there is a protection cover. These two things will tell you about the wiring system. Is that point clear? Is that point clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, in the previous class, we have seen multiple type of wires or cables. Yes or no, Baba? In the last class, we have seen different types
Yes,
of cables.
sir.
This gas cable, what is that? Oil filled cables, ST cable, belted cable. Okay. These are industrial use. For normal usage, where are those? Flexible wires, weatherproof wires, lead alloy sheeted wires, PVC wires, okay, and the very basic TRS, tough rubber sheeted wire, and still basic is that VIR, vulcanized Indian rubber wires. These are some of the basic wires. Above that, we are going to use the covering. So wiring system includes the sheets. Sheeted is nothing but protective coat, and it's a conduit. Conduit means how it is going to be there. Okay, na? So in the wiring system, number of wires will be different, okay, depending upon the nature. Okay, we can use VIR, we can use the TRS like that. But on the covering system, there are 2 or 3 categories are there, which have been mentioned. First is cleat wiring. Simple. Cleat andre enappa? This is one small piece of material, maybe wood, maybe metal, maybe plastic. These cleats have been fixed on the wall, on the fall, at a separate distances. Okay, na? There is a small groove. There is a small groove. Above that, the wires have been fixed and it is taken wherever it is required. So what are these called as? Cleat. If these cleats are used, then we can call that wiring as cleat wiring. So cleat is a structure which holds the wire, or you can call it as a sheeting, or you can call it as a protective cover. Okay. So inside a wire, there is a groove made. Inside wire, there is a groove, so that in that you can place any type of wire, VIR, TRS, PVC, rubber, anything, any type of wire is placed. Though this type of wiring is called as cleat wiring. It's called as cleat wiring. More detail is there. Where it should be fixed, what should be the height of each cleat, what should be the distance between each cleat. So those are things are called as basic. So cleat consists one base which is fixed or mounted. Once the wires have been passed in the groove, there is a top cover. There is a top cover. This is about cleat wiring. Is that okay? Is that okay? Can anyone give the reply? Please give
Yes,
reply whether you have
Okay.
understood or not understood.
Yes,
Okay?
sir.
So chances of this wiring system in the examination a little bit high is there. Okay, just please pay attention. Second type of wiring system is wooden casing. Simple, more what is that, better quality. In the wooden casing, a continuous strip of wooden is running. Similarly, how it was there in the cleat, and inside there is a groove. Inside there is a groove. This type of system is called as wooden casing or plastic casing or caping wire. Caping is nothing but giving one conduit, giving one small conduit. Have you seen this type of wiring in olden days? This was there. This was there. Is that okay?
Okay,
Is
sir.
okay, this is called as wooden casing or caping wire system. Caping wire system. So here the sizes of that strips have been given 20 mm to 12 mm. This is one type of wiring. Second is third type is lead casing wiring system. Lead casing wiring system. Here two things will come. Inside whatever the cable is there, no, inside whatever the cable is there, itself may be coated with lead. That wire or that cable itself is coated with lead, or in second case, the wire or cables are run inside the lead casing. Inside the lead casing. Is that clear? One is the wire or cable itself is coated with lead, then it is called as a lead sheeted wires, or in another case, lead casing is provided which is separate from wire or cable, in that cables are running. Is that okay? Have you understood this one?
Yes, sir.
Have you understood? Okay, Apurva madam, Chetan, Yashoda, Neha,
Understood.
understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, very good.
Yes,
Very good.
sir.
Okay, no problem. Okay, next category is the CTS and TRS. You tell me what you mean by CTS and what is mean by TRS. TRS is tough rubber sheeted wire. Tough rubber sheeted wire, and this is PVC means polyvinyl chloride wire. So these can be run directly. Why? It has already got casing. Polyvinyl chloride means the conductor inside that wire is itself coated with a heavy protection. This is one type of wiring system. It's called as TRS or PVC. TRS or PVC. Okay, now. So here in the CTS, what is that CTS? Cab tire sheeted. Sheeted means what? The wire itself having so much protection. Then we call it as a sheeted wire. Casing wire means what? Some external protection is given. So one is a cab tire wire, another is a tough rubber sheeted TRS. Okay. So when these are used, then we call it as a CTS wiring system. CTS wiring system. Here no separate external casing is provided because wires and cables itself have so much protection. So this inside is called as core or conductor. So part 2, part 3, part 4. These are nothing but insulator or protective devices. So insulation, you have rubber insulation, rubber sheathing, and the last one is called as braiding. It's called as braiding. Is that okay? Yes, sir. Okay, na? This is another type of wiring system. The last one, nowadays everyone is using conduit wiring. Conduit wiring is nothing but during the construction itself, hollow pipes have been laid or inserted. In that afterward construction, the wires will be drawn or cables will be run. So this type of system we call it as a conduit wiring system. This is called as a conduit wiring system. So sabko malum hai, whenever we are casting the slab and all, you have seen pipes and other appliances just to hold wires later on, just to place wires later on. Already empty pipes have been laid before casting of concrete. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, na? Okay. Now, Shabaz, Ramkrishna, is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, na? Okay, very good, very good, very good. Next is, we call it as ducts. ये अभी कहाँ पे ducts आता है? एल बरता ducts. Where are these ducts will come? Ducts is nothing but a hollow space inside a concrete wall or masonry wall in a building, and it may be made up of plastic, PVC, or just a cavity. Duct tube generally run throughout the wall, throughout the slab. Inside you are going to place a rubber cable or normal wire. One thing. Skirting trunking means what? Have you skirting tiles, above that there is a small gap. So inside the ducts have been provided. Inside the ducts have been provided. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now floor trunking means what? You are laying that ducts beneath the tiles, or beneath the floor. Those things are called as the floor trunking. The last one is overhead distribution, which is very common, but it is used in outside of that road, and that open to the sky is there, no? So there you are going to use overhead distribution. These are called as ducts. Okay. Have you seen these ducts nowadays in this one? This is PVC, this is lead sheeted or metal sheeted. So these type of ducts generally used. This is one construction site or any site where already the hollow ducts have been placed. Okay, hollow ducts have been placed. Inside later the cables will be drawn. Inside that cables will be drawn. Now, simple definition. What is conductor? What is cable? Already we have learned. Cable is a conductor of more cross section. Simple. In that, wires have been turned, more number of wires have been coiled together or stranded together. A stronger wire which has more cross sectional conductors is called as cable. Okay, is called as cable. Can you see in this diagram more cables, or sorry, more wires have been straightened here in this diagram?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is a typical conductor and cable. Now, in the last class, we have seen what is insulation. Insulation is a protective device or protective cover which stops the flow of current outside of that one. So generally we can use PVC, oil filled, high pressure, compressed gas, vulcanized cable. In the last class, we have seen this cross section. These are the different types of insulating material which have been used. So in this diagram we can see oil filled cable means what? Separate conductor, separate insulation for each conductor, and wherever gap is there, there oil is filled, high pressurized oil is filled, which acts as a barrier. That is one thing. Okay, these are typically called as insulating or insulation cables. So you can use in the cross section, apart from conductor, apart from insulating material, you can use plastic, jute, okay, anything which is a bad conductor of electricity. Okay, rubber itself can be used. Is that okay? External protection means what? For that cable, you are giving casing works. For that cables, to stop it from moisture attack, to stop it from corrosion, to stop it from mechanical wear and tear, you are providing some separate casings, separate protection. These are called as external protection equipment for the wires and cables. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we have so many electrical appliances. Depending upon that one, we can use. Typically, two types of electrical appliances will be there. One is for lighting sources, another is for power sources. Two major classification. Appliances are generally for lighting and ventilation. The third one will be power. In lighting, we have discharge lamp, where one tungsten wire is there. It is heated. After heating, it will emit the light. That is normal discharge lamp. This is a typical discharge lamp. Okay, tungsten wire will be there, filament will be there. In fluorescent lamp, what is happening? In fluorescent lamp, some mercury vapor is filled inside, and after passing the electricity inside that one, that vapor will emit ultraviolet light, and on the surface of that bulb there is a powder coating which will absorb the ultraviolet and emit some different types of light, visible light. This is about fluorescent lamp. Okay na? So is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay na? Okay. Shall I go to the next point? Yashoda,
Yes,
Shabad,
sir.
Ramakrishna,
Yes, sir.
Apurva. Okay na? Okay,
Yes,
no
sir.
problem. Okay. Very important. Now actually you should pay attention. There will be a standard question. Describe or explain procedure of planning and designing an electrical installation inside a building Typically, just I will give one rough step by step. You can correlate. अभी आप देखो, आप घर बना रहा है, समझो, you are constructing a house. How to start with electrical work and what is the different thing you are going to do? First one, you are going to consult some electrical engineer. Nowadays, everyone will be a normal electrician is also perform the same thing, but a standard procedure I'm telling. First, you are going to consult some electrical engineer, and you are going to give him the requirement. This electrical engineer is definitely a person from government body, KEB, HESCOM, BESCOM, or any person. Is that okay? First point is consulting with the electrical engineer or government authority. Now he will come and inspect your house, or before the construction only he will come to you and check the site and ask you about the requirement. Requirement में आप क्या बोलेगा, हमको इतना rooms है, इतना bedrooms है. Depending upon that, he will consider what type of load it may come, what type of electric load, maybe lighting load, maybe power load. He will get the total load in KVs or whatever thing. in kilowatts or kilovoltage, something like that he will arrive. Who is going to arrive? Electrical engineer. Now next what he is going to do, he is going to give some documentation. You are going to fill that documentation and you are getting what? One temporary connection. You are getting what? One temporary connection. That is the first thing. Temporary connection आपको मिल गया before any meter or meter may be installed. Temporary connection he will give. After that, you are going to consult a electrical contractor. This person is different from electrical engineer, but electrical contractor, what is his function? He is going to consult the electrical engineer, architect of the building, or major contractor or civil contractor of that building. Everyone he is going to consult. And after consulting that one, he is going to prepare the electrical drawings. The contractor will prepare the electrical drawings with consultation with all the team. Consultation with all the team. Architect, water supply engineer, okay, civil engineer, so many type of works will be there. He will consult all the person and he will prepare the drawing, which will be made up of all the electrical wirings, cables, where the meter will come, where the sockets will come, where the distribution boards will come, everything, starting from substation, starting from transformer, starting from distribution board, starting from meter, where the different circuits will come, okay, where everything he is going to prepare the drawing. And he will get approval from the government authority, the person who has visited first time, no? So for him, he is going to visit that one. He is going to take the approval. And the next one, once the approval is there, he will check with the other person's drawings, whether any overlapping, whether any problem is there or whether it is clear. Then he will take the approval from architect. Architect is nothing but he is looking after all the construction activity. So from him, he is going to take the approval. First approval, government authority between the drawings. Second approval from the existing architect. Okay, that one is. Third thing, he is going to get the material, and all the material should be approved from the architect as well as electrical engineer or the government authority. And once the material approval is there, then before the construction, he will lay the conduits, and he will construct what? Separate rooms. I'm talking about a big project, not a single residential building. For a big project, this electrical contractor will come and start doing the work. So first one, he will fix the transformer, okay, transformer to receive that high voltage current, and here step downing of the transformer will be taking. So this system of that room is called as a substation. It is called as a substation. In the substation, the transformer, every apparatus is fixed. The high voltage cables are there, so which are nothing but supply cables. From there, stepping down of the voltage will take. So that is why transformer here used are called as a step down transformer, and the location is called as a substation. It's called as a substation. Once that voltage is reduced to the normal domestic usage, from there the metering will be there, from there distribution boards will be there, from there everything is going to be running. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
In
sir.
process ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ಇದು ಒಂದು rough process. This is one rough process. Lot of points are written in the NBC code. No problem, we are going to there. But once you understand this point, then everything is very easy. Is that okay, Bama? This is a rough process. So we are going to see what exactly is there. What exactly is there in the typical planning and designing of electrical installation. Shall I go to the next point? Everyone, whether it is understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good, very good, very good. Okay, see here. What is the first point? Layout. First is in the planning and designing, layout. Okay, getting the or granting the permission for power supply. So what is the substation requirement? What are the transformer requirement? All those things you will be get. Next is conduit placing, that is underground supply line or whatever work the lines or conduits is going to there. And the last one, in slab, in beams, he is going to fix the all the apparatus which are empty. All the apparatus means what? Hooks, distribution board, sockets, all those things he is going to fix. This is the first step. Next, what is going to do? Physical marking of the wiring. Physical marking मतलब उसमें बिल्डिंग है तो कहाँ कहाँ वायरिंग आना है, कहाँ कहाँ आना है, उसको वो लेआउट में मार्क करेगा. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज लेआउट ऑफ वायरिंग. सेकेंड इज प्रोवाइडिंग एंड लेइंग द कंप्लीट वायरिंग. मतलब apparatus फिक्स नहीं किया, बट एटलीस्ट ही कैन place the conduits and wires inside. And the next one is fixing all the fittings, and the last one is testing them. Testing them is very important, whether everything is performing there or not. Testing is done. And the last one is what? Providing the meter, and everything is done. That contractor will get NOC from the PWD. Standard procedure. NOC means no objection certificate from the PWD for all the electrical work. All the electrical work. Is that okay? Is that
Yes,
okay?
sir.
And last one, he is going to give the permanent electrical connection. Permanent electrical connection. Okay? Is that okay? So what is the planning? First is requirement of that customer. What is that? Requirement of that customer is very, very important. How much lighting, how much power is going to there? Depending upon that, he is going to prepare the next things. Okay, next things. The contractor should be licensed one. These are very common points. Okay, these are very common points. Okay. So that contractor is going to decide where the substation will come, where the meter will come, where the switch room will come, where the ducts will come. So he is going to decide all the things. Next is what? How much total load requirement that is going to, he is going to decide. And apart from that, whether the building is going to be the same or any future expansion of that building is also there. So that one is also he is going to consider and prepare the estimation. He is going to prepare the estimation considering what? Anticipated future increase. Anticipated future increase. The last one is the layout and installation. Layout and installation by considering all the persons such as architect, civil contractor, and other contractor. Is that okay? The execution is nothing but whatever he is planned, whatever drawings are there, according to that he is going to do under the supervision of electrical engineer or licensed contractor. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Everyone has understood the design and planning. In between, you will get the temporary connection, and testing is going to do, test certificate is going to give, and giving the final permanent connection. Permanent connection. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. See here one wrong statement is there. What is that wrong statement? Whatever the cables have been laid, sorry, whatever the conduit pipes have been laid, inside they are telling that water, telephone, intercom lines should be laid in the duct of cable. This is a wrong statement, what I have understood. So whatever the pipe you are using for electrical installation, those things should not be used for other works. Those things should not be used for other works. Now, very important thing is there should be separate circuits. There should be separate circuits for corridor lighting, staircase lighting. There should be separate circuits for corridor lighting and staircase lighting. That is the one thing. Okay. Okay, that is what here mentioned. For staircase and corridor lighting, there should be a separate circuits operated by separate switches. And also a emergency lighting system should also be placed. Also there should be emergency lighting should be placed. And very important thing, as electrical contractor, you should provide an alternate source of electrical supply during the power cut, during the power shortage, such as provision of generators, provision of generator room, generators. From there, how the circuits should be drawn, how the power should be taken. This is what about a typical electrical contractor will do, anticipating the future, separate layouts or separate circuits, okay, and also the alternate source of electrical supply, such as separate generator rooms, separate generator room. Next thing, what is important after all those things, a distribution board will come. What is the distribution board? From the main supply, the distribution to different circuits, such as one room lighting, another room's lighting, and staircase lighting, Okay, corridor lighting and power consumption. So for them, separate distribution board has to be installed. Separate board instrument has to be installed. Can you see this is a big multi-story project in that separate distribution boards have been there. And what is this transformer is doing? Transformer is bringing the change in voltage. The high voltage is changed to the low voltage, which is adjusted for your normal residential or domestic use. This is about a transformer. And very important in the exam, they are not going to ask such as the function of transformer, all those things, they are common, no? But they are going to ask question like this. Write down the typical guidelines to install the transformer or location of transformer or guidelines for substation. Guidelines for substation. This is a standard question we are going to see. Okay, we are going to see them. First is location of transformer. If a building is there, outside of the building, you should place the transformer. Let us talk about the multi-story building. Okay. So here what they are telling, transformer should be placed as as far as the distribution loss is concerned. मतलब क्या है? There should be minimum loss from transformer to the distribution board. Okay. So here generally should be placed very close to the load center. Load center ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ, distribution board ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಲೋಡ್ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. Next to the meter. Next to the meter. Okay na? This is about transformer. Transformer generally classified as power transformer, high kVs. Distribution transformer for lighting and lighting and ventilation purpose. Those are called as a distribution transformer. Power transformer generally for deployed for high voltages. High voltages. Is that okay?
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, now okay. Now substation is nothing but a place. It is a big compartment or separate room where all the things outside of the building, such as transformer, distribution board, safety devices, so everything they are going to place. That is called as a substation. Okay, this is called substation. This is a typical layout. These are the different components of a substation they have been given. Okay, just go through with this one. And the last one, whatever the work you are going to execute, no, whatever the work you are going to execute, the work should be in accordance with, there is one government act which is called as the Electricity Act 2003. Here the normal guidelines have been given how the how the laying of what is that, how the policies have to be formed from the government authority, and how the license should be given to the contractor, and what should be the type of drawing. So according to this Electricity Act 2003, the work should be carried out. Work should be carried out. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Is that okay? Okay, na? Okay, 1 second. So in this one, we have completed what? Earthing we have completed. Okay, so type of earthing we have completed. Systems in earthing, that those things we have completed. Okay, so yesterday we have seen this one. Earthing systems in different types of earthing systems are there for electrical instruments. Okay, for computer and data operating systems, and for lightning earthing system. Is that yesterday we have completed this thing. Yesterday, have we completed these things? Shabaz and this one?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sir.
Okay. This single phase 3 phase. Okay. Okay. Now, in a given electrical systems, two types of wirings or two types of this one is there. What is that supply? Single phase, 3 phase. We are not going to much into detail that one because it's typically more technical. Single phase, 3 phase. For normal consumption or lighting requirement, we are going for single phase. For heavy power requirement, we are going for 3 phase. 3 phase supply will give more stability or uninterrupted supply of electric current. That is one thing. Apart from that, there should be one standard question in the examination. Explain about the protective devices used in an electrical installation. Protective devices. Can you just give me one common protective device which is there in every home? Which is there in every home? which is there in everyone's home. Can you give me the name of that protective device in an electrical installation? रामकृष्ण, नेहा, चेतन, अपूर्वा, शाबाज, सबको मालूम है ना, एक छोटा सा प्रोटेक्टिव डिवाइस रहता है घर के सामने.
हाँ सर.
ಹಾ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾವ್ದದು ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಡಿವೈಸ್? ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅದ ತಾನ ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಡಿವೈಸ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಫ್ಯೂಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ದಾಗ. ಫ್ಯೂಸ್, there are two to three types of protective device are there. Nowadays we are using MCB. What is the long form of MCB? Miniature circuit breakers. Miniature circuit breakers. There are one more type of this one is there, protective device. We are going to see that one. Okay, we are going to see that one. Now, what is the protective device and why we require them? Why we require them? First is what? Electrical shocks or faulty currents. Electrical shocks or faulty currents. What are those causes of electrical accidents? मेंटेनेंस नहीं किया हम लोग, अर्थिंग भी नहीं है बिल्डिंग में, ऑपरेटिंग भी हम लोग अच्छा सा नहीं किया है, केयरलेसनेस वी आर यूजिंग. ओके, एंड इक्विपमेंट और वायरिंग्स ऑलरेडी दे हैव बीन डैमेज्ड or incorrectly connected wires. So all these are causes for electrical current. So what is it is going to give the electrical shock? Shock is nothing but the person is feeling the flow of current, that is called as a shock. Okay, that's called as clear. Okay, now what are those? Different types of current or different, what is that, magnitude of current and their effect on the humans, So if it is more than 20 amperes, then human damage or heart damage is going to occur. This one you should understand. Okay. Common types of faults are, one is a short circuit, another is insulation failure. What is happening in short circuit? The loop is closed itself so that current is becoming maximum. That is called as the short circuits. What is happening here? Large currents will be flowing inside that one, damaging the wires and insulators. Okay, that is short circuit fault. Insulation means that protective cover itself is damaged, so you may get the shocks. Okay, what is the use of protective device? Prevent the damage, maintain the continuity in supply, disconnect the faulty apparatus from the existing apparatus, prevent the damage to the wiring. These are some of the uses of protective device. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is that okay now? Okay. Okay. So what is that? This one, one second. Common protective device is a fuse. In short, I will tell. Fuse is an self-damaging equipment, self-damaging device, which will itself get damaged, but it is not allowing the current to flow through it once it is getting. इसमें क्या हो रहा है? There is a very one wire is there. That wire has got what is that? Less capacity than other normal wires. What is happening? During the high current passing, this wire will itself get burned. Itself get burned, and the circuit is made broken. The circuit is made broken, and it will break the circuit. Once the circuit is broken or once the circuit is open, then the current will not flow through this device. Then that is called as the fuse. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here in the fuse, it's a device for opening the circuit or breaking the circuit. Opening the circuit or breaking the circuit means what? Current is not passing. Okay, fuse element, inside there is a small wire which is going to melt once the high current or high electricity is passed. Okay, so current rating means what? Whether that fuse is for 5 ampere, for 10 ampere, means what? If it reaches 5 ampere, fuse will be burning. If it reaches 10 ampere, fuse will be burning. Like that it is mentioned. Fusing current means that maximum current. That's the maximum current. Okay. So typical fuse, one structure, but in Indian scenario, this type of fuses are used. Is that okay? In the second category, fully enclosed fuse. In second case, it is called as fully enclosed fuse. Here, you cannot reuse this one. Once it is damaged, you have to replace. Once it is damaged, you have to replace. Okay, that is the fully cartridge. Okay, 1 second. Now you tell me what is the difference between that normal fuse and this high rupturing capacity fuse? You tell me. It is the material used. Here it is called as material used. This high rupturing capacity fuses are used in industrial uses. In simple words, it is used for high rating or high fuse current. It's generally used usually a high grade ceramic barrel. It consists of high grade ceramic barrel containing the fuse element. Okay. The next protected device is circuit breaker. It can be reused. Compared with the fuse, once the fuse is gone, it cannot be reused. And apart from that, this circuit breaker can be used. It has got a lever arm. It has got the lever arm. Once the current is reached that maximum position, this lever is going to come down and opens the circuit so that current is not going to flow. And you have to do the manual movement of this lever to make the circuit again close so that current is passing. This is about the circuit breaker. It's called as circuit breaker. Is that okay? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Is that okay? Have you understood? Have you understood the protective device?
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, na? This is about two types of protective device. Fuse, in that fuse you have normal fuse, gas filled tubes, cartilage filled tubes, fuses. Okay, and apart from that, miniature circuit breakers. These are again and again can be reused. Again and again can be reused. Is that okay? Okay. Okay. So shall we continue in the next class?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yesterday class we have completed this one, wiring, cleat wiring, TRS wiring, metal sheeted wiring. When we have completed this one?
Today, sir. Cleat wiring.
Okay,
Today.
okay. These things have been completed today only. Okay, na? Okay. So in the next class, what we are going to learn, let us see that one. Okay, these are some simple concepts. How to make the wiring system choice depends upon how much durable, safety, appearance, cost. These are common points you can easily refer. So these are the factors affecting the choice of wiring system. Okay. So, okay, we will take this one into the next class. What was the different types of circuits and typical circuit diagrams we are going to see in the next class. And very important, this NBC code. Exactly what you should read in the NBC code, we are going to see it in the tomorrow class. So here clearly they have mentioned what is the different types of terminologies, what is the different types of symbols, what is the planning, what is the procedure of planning. So all those things we are going to look in the tomorrow class. Okay, everyone, if you have understood, please say something, yes or no. You have to say
Understood, sir.
Yes, sir.
Understood, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. Any doubts? Apurva madam, Chetan sir, Neha,
sir.
no, Neha madam, Ramkrishna sir, Shabas sir,
No, sir. No.
no. So you can give the attendance.
No, sir, no
write
doubt.
Okay, you write the USN and name. So in the tomorrow class, NBC, what is there in the NBC, we are going to see. What is there in the NBC, we are going to see. Okay, na? So you can complete this portion. Okay, just write your name and USN. Okay, you can leave the class. Thank you very much. Thank you.